Hey everyone, I was very excited to see what 2K thought would happen in this year's NBA Finals, so I did a quick simulation to see who would win this year's Finals based on 2K, and some of the craziest stuff happened here. And at the end of Game 6, it said that Steph Curry left foot stress fracture out for the season, and I believe in Game 5, Kyrie Irving went out with a collapsed lung. So I'm just saying that I hope this does not happen in this year's finals. We deserve to see these players healthy and playing against each other. But I really have to share the stats of what it was like for in this series because it was absolutely insane. Let's take a quick look. Game one, let's take a quick look. Obviously, you can see it went seven. The Warriors ended up winning by 1 point in Game 7. So hopefully something like that happens this year. But let's take a quick look deeper into the stats. So the last video, I went into some key X factors, things that I thought would need to happen for each team to win. And let's take a quick look at that. So Klay Thompson busting out of his slump. 4 3-pointers made. That'll silence a lot of the critics, help him have a much better series going on and going forward. Kevin Durant stifled by LeBron James's defense. Only 15 points, but he does get 11 rebounds, which, as I said earlier, that's going to be huge for the Warriors since they don't have any other big rebounding factor. And wow, Draymond Green, only 4 points, 1 of 6 shooting. If this honestly happens in real life and the Warriors win this game with Green having 4 points, Durant having 15, Iguodala. This reminds me of one of the games that they played against the Jazz where Curry was off, Thompson was off, everyone was off except Durant. And that's what's so great about having a team with so many deadly scorers. Any player could go off at any point. Thompson's had 60 points in 3 quarters before, so we know that he could have this kind of shooting performance, help them out when Durant and the other guys struggle. And it's tough to stop a team when you have this many players doing so well. You can't stop them all. The Cavs looks like they had some players struggling. JR had a good game. Kevin Love, 1 of 8 shooting from 3. This is flashbacks to 2016 when he averaged only 8 points per game in the NBA Finals. Tristan Thompson, 17 boards. That's what they need. They need their big players to play well. Obviously, they need more from LeBron. It's crazy to say that when a player has a 27, 6, and 4 game for him to do more, but for them to have a chance in this series, they need more from them. And Kyle Korver and Channing Frye, Richard Jefferson. So they lost by 11. So what could have gone differently? They could have made a few more threes. 12 of 40 overall. It's a really terrible percentage. And if a game like that happens in real life, this is a very realistic game. They're not going to have a chance. Let's take a quick look at game 2. LeBron James, killer triple-double, great efficiency, 8 of 14, only 1 turnover. If LeBron has that kind of game, they probably will win. Especially when you have Kevin Love coming with a bounce back performance, 24 points. Irving, I called it earlier. The Cavs have an amazing record whenever Irving has over 6 assists, 9 assists in this game. Cavaliers 32 assists overall on 47 baskets. It's incredible efficiency. Shot better from 3 too, almost 50%, a little bit less, about 40 something. But they will need Darren Williams to make more threes in real life. They can't. I think it's more likely for Williams to put up this kind of stat line that JR has, 4 or 5 threes. JR has just been struggling. Let's take a look at what happened to the Warriors this game. Here's the 3-point percentage, 14 to 31. When it's about a push, I think the Cavaliers are at an advantage. When the Warriors are really outscoring you from 3, that's when you're in trouble. And here's what the Warriors did in game 2. So Curry, 11 rebounds. Don't see that happening, but I think the rest of that's pretty accurate. Who is their second leading rebounder? Kevin Durant, Draymond Green. This is a problem for the Warriors. Who's going to get rebounds for them? They don't really have that many great rebounders, especially when you look at the big bodies that the Cavs have. But I think the rest of this is pretty accurate. It looks like Thompson, 2K is predicting him to come out of the slump in a big way. Durant responds from an off game 1, 12 of 16, 28 points. In real life, if the Warriors score 118 points, historically the last 2 years against the Cavs, that means that they're going to win. I think the Cavs have a lot of firepower, but I don't think they have enough to score over 120 against one of the best defensive teams in the NBA. But let's look at what happened in Game 3. Game 3, Irving, only 23 minutes. This might have been when he went down with the fractured lung, the punctured lung. But again, Warriors, 116 points, back-to-back games, but too much firepower for the Cavs. They're up 2-1 in this series. JR just crushing it from 3, 4 of 7. 18 to 37 overall. Pretty crazy numbers. Richard Jefferson, he's been garbage in this simulation. Let's take a quick look at the Warriors. Curry doing his thing. The big three just doing their thing. But again, rebounding. They don't really have anyone to rebound the ball. McGee, 1 of 5. I'm guessing that those were tip-ins. In the playoffs so far, he's shooting 75%. So I really don't know what happened there. Draymond, you got to do more, man. What did he have in the last game? Last game he had, let's see, 12. So 12 points. Game 3, 9 points. He's not doing that well. He's letting them down. But let's see what happens in game 4. LeBron triple-double back-to-back games, game 2 and game 3. What about game 4? Missed the triple-double, shot really well, very efficient, 32, 13. Love, 15 and 11. He's having a good series. Corver hitting some shots from deep. Channing Frye, 5 of 5 from the free throw line. That's not going to happen in real life. That's fake. Darren Williams, J.R. Smith, bad game. And not much of a surprise here. Warriors win by 19. Cavs only score 78. With Kyrie Irving out, definitely hurts the Cavs' chances. Kind of ruins the series with Irving out. But let's take a quick look at Game 5. Warriors, too much firepower. Go up 3-2 in the series. Curry, kind of an off night. But again, just too much firepower. Draymond Green, finally a good game, 10 and 10. David West, 7 rebounds. There they go. And what happened to the Cavs? Kevin Love, good game, 6 of 9 from 3. So 2K is predicting Love to go off. And then here we go with Channing Frye. I think he is going to have one of these type of games in the finals. 18, 7, 3 threes made. Very solid. Let's see what happens in game 6. Cavs again. So unlike my prediction earlier where they need to hold the Warriors below 100, that's when they won against the Warriors in the last few finals. 2K is just predicting the Cavs to score over 120 against the Warriors. Let's see. Durant, lots of points. Thompson, lots of points. Curry, 5 players, 10 plus points. McGee just struggling in this year's playoffs. I guess law of averages. Draymond, 1 of 5. Wow. What happened there? Pachula outscoring Draymond Green. Rebounds. No one rebounding for the Warriors. That's why they lost. When your top rebounder is Durant with 5, you're not gonna win many games. How did the Cavs do? LeBron missed the triple double. He's had 2 in this series. Lots of depth. Look, Darren Williams, 2 of 8. Channing Frye, another big performance. And I said that their big men have to average over 20. They have 28 points here from Thompson and Frye, and I could see this happening in real life. 8 of 10, 4 of 7, 3 of 5 from deep. That's what's going to give the Cavs a fighting chance, even with Irving out. And then game 7, let's take a look at the team comparison since it was so close. Cavs made more threes. Warriors made more free throws. I think that's a little reversed in real life. Points in the paint, Cavs dominated. Assists, that's a number that the Warriors usually lead the league in. Let's look at the individual performance for Game 7. I really wish we could see how this ended, but we can't do that. We just have to wait till next week. Klay Thompson, clutch. Durant, clutch. And Draymond Green stepping it up with a near triple-double. And then we have the Cavs. Wow. 41, 8, and 13 in Game 7. That is crazy. This gets me pumped up for this finals. I can't wait. 8 and 14 from Thompson. Hopefully we get something close to this in this year's finals. Each game, very high scoring, 107, 127. Only one game where both teams didn't get 100 points. And that's really just because Irving was out. Hopefully there's no injuries, no sprained ankles or punctured lungs. And I just can't wait for this finals. I hope this is a very close preview. Like and comment. Let's see what you guys think. Thanks for your time.